On this episode of This Crazy Paramotor Life, I am finishing off my trip to Florida with a tandem flight with my friend Travis Burns of One Up Adventures on a Fly Products Flash Cruiser. Through One Up Adventures, Travis offers training to get your tandem exemption. I wanted to spend a little time talking with Travis about the importance of getting the tandem exemption for both safety and legal reasons. Hey Travis, thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time. So I wanted to ask you, why is it so important, both legally and for safety reasons, for someone to be properly trained on a tandem, even if they've already got experience flying a trike?
Well, I'll cover the legally first. The tandem exemption, or the tandem waiver that the FAA gives, is the only real regulatory facet of the sport. There's nothing else in Part 103. Part 103 is really set up to protect the public. In tandem, we actually have a waiver system because now the FAA is saying they need to protect your passenger as well. So from a legal standpoint, it's important that you actually have the waiver from the FAA and that you're properly trained to get the waiver, because that waiver is so important to the USPPA and the paramotor community as a whole, because we use that in order to train people, to give them experiences, to get them interested in the sport. Tandems are fantastic because, like I said, you get to teach a student oscillation control, which for a beginner is so important. Me as a tandem pilot, I can give the beginner the controls on that very first flight. I can actually put the glider into an oscillation, and I can walk them through how to get out of it. And we can do that several times. In addition, they're just getting that experience. They're getting up into the air. They're getting comfortable. So we all know that anxiety can affect performance. And if a student's first flight on a paramotor is their solo, their anxiety level is going to be quite a bit higher than if they've already done it on a tandem, and it might affect that performance. So they've got a certain level of confidence when they do their first solo flight because they've already been up on a tandem. They know what it feels like. They know how to steer the glider, and they'll be much better off.
Travis, tell me what it's like when you're watching a person go up for the very first time and experience a paramotor flight. What's it like for them, and what kind of feeling do you get as the person giving them that experience?
Well, honestly, I enjoy giving tandems as much, if not more, than just flying personally, because of that opportunity to share that experience. And almost every tandem, for the most part, there's that healthy anxiety, and your passenger, you can tell, is quiet at the beginning. They're a little bit nervous. You're constantly reassuring them. But, as soon as you're up in the air and you hear that first, wow, this is amazing, you hear the woo-hoos and the smiling, and I can't see the smiling, which is why I have them hold a camera so I can see it afterwards. But it's just beautiful. It's amazing, and it's so cool to be able to share it with other folks. And everybody's scared at first. It's normal. I had a tandem last week, and it was a 15-year-old girl, and she said, I could almost fall asleep. And I wasn't sure, I took that as a compliment, because it should be a wonderful, peaceful experience. If they want to rack it up a little bit, I'm happy to do that. But it's beautiful. So,
Travis, how long does the training period take when you're teaching someone to go up in a tandem and become tandem certified?
The average length of that training is 5 days. At least that's what we schedule, David. And that's to give us time. Most of our pilots that we've trained have not flown trike before. So we want to give it a day to 2 days to make that transition to solo trike flying, so that they're very confident doing that. And then we want to take the last couple days to really focus on the tandem skills, and also build in a little time for weather. Oftentimes, if someone has already flown trike, we're still going to have them do some solo skill work just to make sure that everything looks good, that they're confident, that their skills are spot on where they should be. Because, when you're tandeming now, it's not just your own life at risk, of course. Now you've got a passenger's life who you are directly responsible for. So we want to make sure that they've got the prerequisite skills before they're taking up passengers. And sometimes we get done a little bit earlier than 5 days. And if we do, and they're good and they're solid, we got them their tandem exemption, we've done everything, we've done the full training program, and they're still here with us for a couple days, then usually we'll focus on whatever they want, which often is foot launch advanced skills. Sometimes it's getting a PPG-3 rating, or sometimes it's learning how to do an asymmetric spiral, or wing overs, or foot dragging, or some of the FAI comp tests. So we take advantage of the time sometimes, like I said, we can get it done quicker than others, depending on the student.
Travis, you use the Fly Products Rider with the Polini 250, and you use the Flash Cruiser with the tandem setup. Why do you like this setup more than anything else? Why do you use it?
Dave, there's a couple reasons. First, the Flash Cruiser has a really nice roll cage, so which is wonderful for passenger protection. Even as a professional pilot, you don't know when the winds are going to get high and potentially roll you over either on takeoff or landing. So both the pilot and passenger have very good protection in that case. It also has a very low center of gravity and a wide wheelbase. So from a stability standpoint, its chances of rolling over are very low. From a safety aspect, Fly Products has been making the Flash Cruiser trike for I think 15 or 20 years. So they really engineered any issues out of the trike as well. And then lastly is its portability. So for me, we do a lot of traveling. I'll be bringing the Flash Cruiser with me next week, road tripping around the U.S. And I can, within 5 minutes, break it down, store it in the under storage bay of my small RV, along with the Polini 250, and we're good to go. So very easy to take down, put back together. It's got some really good safety aspects. It's very stable, and it's got a nice harness, which is really, really comfortable for both the pilot and passenger, and giving them that sense of security as well, rather than a boat seat, which you see on some of these trikes, which just doesn't really tickle my fancy too much.
Yeah, I agree, Travis. It's definitely a great product. It was so comfortable. I've now flown the Rider, both foot launching and then doing the tandem with you, and it's something I can say it's a great product and something everybody should look into. Hey, Travis, thanks so much for joining me today, man. This information you've shared has just been invaluable. Thanks so much, buddy.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it.
You've never done a tandem? Never done a tandem. First tandem. Fly Products Flash Cruiser. Here we go.
All right, wheel straight, heater up. You ready?
Got it.
All right, here we go. Looks good. Yeah, we're fine.
Woo! All right. Hell yeah, baby. I'm the king of the world! Ah!
Fly Products Rider that is attached to the Flash Cruiser is very sturdy, safe, and comfortable, as I found out when I had a chance to foot launch it at the Palm Bay Fly-In this past year. It can come with either a mono or double circle cage as seen here. The Active Sport Comfort System can be adjusted for any size pilot and can be dismantled in less than a minute. The frame can be fitted with an Atom 80, a Moster 185, or a Polini Thor 250. If you're looking for one of the lightest paramotors available, you'll be looking at the Fly Products Eclipse, with either an Atom 80 or a Moster 185. Through unique construction techniques, Fly Products designed this paramotor to be extremely light while maintaining high standards in safety and reliability. In addition to the Flash Cruiser, Fly Products also carries several other trikes designed to meet the needs of all types of paramotor pilots. For additional information on Fly Products, visit their website after this video. And for information on how you can get your tandem exemption, visit OneUp Adventures. Both websites will be listed in the description of this video. After a few minutes of flying, Travis handed the controls over to me and it was my turn. As much as I love flying, I have to say it's even more fun sharing the flight with someone else. After owning another trike, doing my research and due diligence, speaking with other trike owners of the Fly Products Flash Cruisers, as well as other brands, and seeing many other trikes at the fly-ins over the past few years, there is no doubt in my mind that the Fly Products Flash Cruiser is the best trike for me on the market today, and will be the next trike that I own. Since the time of this flight, I have already made arrangements to continue my training with Travis, so that one day I can take my family and friends up with me to enjoy this amazing world that I get to experience from a paramotor. And who knows, maybe even I will get the opportunity to bring new pilots into the sport and get to hear their wows and see the smiles on their faces, which only a paramotor can bring out of someone. Once again, I highly encourage you to visit the websites for OneUp Adventures and Fly Products. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so and share this video with someone that you think may be interested in learning how to fly. Leave a comment below and check out another one of my videos. Thanks so much for watching.